It's Wag Chicago. Today's like, hang on. There we go. Today, oh, look at that sun. Look at this garbage. Look at, I'm showing you my potatoes. See how that works? Just growing potatoes with wags. Well, we're going to talk about a couple really crazy news events. See how this works? So, it's me on the left, Wag Chicago. Today is Sunday. I keep saying Friday. Sunday. It's the 23rd, 24th of June. They're canceling 4th of July worldwide. In Arizona, as I speak, they're out of, they can't get shipping of their fireworks. It's all in the Ukraine. See how that works? They shipped it all over there with the baby formula. See how that works? These are my potatoes. See how this works? Look at that stalk. Beautiful. They got fuzz on them. Look at this garbage. Touch your stalk. See how they work? Tickle, tickle, tickle. If you tickle your potatoes, they grow better. Watch this garbage. Tickle, 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 tickle. No joke. Hang on. You talk to them. Where's my hand? There we go. See how that works? And then they grow taller. See, I'm just saying, or it's a coincidence. Speaking of coincidences, what are the odds? Oh, visit my website, wagschicago.com. What are the odds? I don't know what that is. It might be a weed. I got this new plant ID thing on my thing. This is how retarded I'm getting. I don't know. Let's look at the woods. Here we go. So, I'll give you some sunlight. Anyways, what are the odds if within 24 hours, let me just ask you this, and then we're going to get into some Supreme Court issue. So stand by. This is going to make sense. On like Thursday or whatever day, what doesn't matter anymore. One night, they announced that there's a new 2A ruling, whatever 2A means, and everybody got excited that like you can't discriminate or ask people why they need to carry. Like New York's got a thing where you can only ask to carry a tool, a certain tool, with brass sometimes or lead, whatever you do, whatever tools you use. But and I'm just looking. I look at the woods here. So in my trees or my bushes, see how they work. So there's the sun. What are the odds that 2A ruling comes out, which allows them not to ask no more? Like why you need a gun, a toy. So, whatever that means. So, that's going to be banned now. Whatever, that's illegal. Which everybody knew, but it took a while to get through the court. 10 years, I believe. So, out of nowhere, this thing comes... It's been going on for like 2 years in the courts, but meaning out of nowhere compared to the next case. So, what you're missing, though, out of it... I'm not a lawyer or a doctor or a gynecologist, but I play one on OnlyFans sometimes. But it's just an actor. But the ruling says, this is where you should be really excited if you're into metal protectors, let's call it. They must, the ruling says all future and past, I believe, these cases are going to come right back up. They must, this is Thomas said this, they must review the law, the current, let's say they ban a certain metal protector that has like long fingernail clips in it or something. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. Anyways, if they ban those based on current law or current society, then it's not based on real law. They say you have to base the legality of the constraint or restriction or banning of said tools on how the founding doohickeys were. I can't say these words. If you think I was having a stroke, it's because you're not allowed to speak. So if the guys who wore wigs, see, I got natural hairs. Look at this garbage. Look at my wig. See how that works? Anyways, do you or do whatever. Anyways, so they have to base the new rulings of any of these cases that are now going to be flooded. You guarantee there's going to be lawsuits out the asshole now. Or not lawsuit cases that get in front of the Supreme Court on all these local bans that are totally illegal, but whatever. So now all the cases must be based on what were they thinking of the law at the time they wrote said. My my hand in here. Said doohickey rule. So that may even go back to the old, remember that gum? Remember the old people, remember that real hard to chew gum? It's called bazooka gum. Like, I wonder if that case is going to come back up from the 80s, remember? They banned certain tools in the 80s based on garbage. Like, so now that I guarantee you some law firm, whatever, some group is going to come up and go, we want to redo that case because you based it on current day law. We need to base it on the old. That's the exciting part of all that garbage. But that's not why I'm talking. I just want you to know, like, you didn't read the book. Again, nobody reads the book. They just believe what CNN told them or whatever your apps told you. So, just like I'm going to get into the second case. The doohickey on Friday morning or whatever. When they released, so it had to be Thursday, the other one Friday, right? So see, I can still do math from 2012. See how that worked? Before the time shift garbage. Whatever CERN's doing. I still got that video coming today. It's horrific. Not horrific, but when you put the pieces together, it's not good. But anyways, our Earth shields are collapsing again, and CERN just happens to be firing off 14 gig of freaking Terra electron, not giga, Terra electron, T-E, and the letter V, like it looks like something you do, like, never mind, on OnlyFans. Anyways, gotta keep this PG. So, that's the good news with the law as far as your metal protectors. But then all of a sudden, first of all, shit was leaked from said lawyers, let's call them, or whatever they are. And I don't know how nobody got caught doing that. I don't know how you could leak out of a clerk's office and not be caught like in seconds. Like, I don't know, but whatever. Suspicious or not, that happened. And then that gave us a clue, like that was so they can get the bricks and shit ready. Whatever that means, because if you see my Twitter account, they're already putting bricks in D.C. according to representatives from Congress that posted on their blue check mark site. So there's big piles of bricks like they're building an office building all of a sudden in downtown D.C. I don't know what that was there for. How they got there, nobody knows. I'm sure no cameras, no helicopter view, whatever, you know, because I'm sure it was probably airlifted down in a movie. Or not. But anyways, that's just weird. I bet you they're in other cities. You're going to start seeing this guy. I said that a couple days ago. It was going to start popping up. But the doohickeys voted down this thing called Row Your Boat or whatever. So, Row Your Boat was not a government decision. That's what they wrote on. Like, they go, the government's not allowed to decide this, like the federal government. So, it got pushed back to the states. See how that works? I got retards I personally know in this area that I talk to on a regular basis. They're going to these gatherings right now, like in my area. Like, if I ask these broads, like, give me one reason, like you're heading out there, or when they're done, I'm still gonna talk to these pricks. What did you learn? I'm gonna ask. Wags asked a lot of questions. What? Number one, why did you go? Because you had a blue Ukraine sticker on your Facebook. And then you had the sticky. Remember they had those sticky juices? I guarantee you, I already know the answer. The majority of the chaos, let's call it, that's coming is going to be from the same herd of animals, I mean humans, that took the sticky. Watch. And the control group will probably be the control group is the ones like they call them proud never sleevers on the hashtag, if you ever look that up. You'll see some interesting memes on that garbage. See, I like doing memes too because I'm an artist or something, but I don't like getting paid for it like an idiot. By the way, if you're new to the interwebs, you gotta monetize, otherwise you don't go nowhere. Just so you know, I refuse because INFJ people, that's what they call you. Look at these winds today. We don't like to do. I'm just doing this for therapy, like I've said 100 times on here. So I just tell you what's going on in reality, because I see, look at the chickens, look at, oh my God, he's looking at a butterfly. Hang on, I gotta see if I can get close. There's a butterfly, he's heading right towards it, hang on. That chicken's hunting a butterfly like a fucking T-Rex. Look at this garbage. Where you at, mama? It's a black butterfly in the grass here, son, where to go? I just fucked it up. See, I just screwed up the butterfly effect. See, Wags is doing the butterfly effect in real life. And by the way, INFJs are real good at that too, if that's what you call us. Because we like know how to interpret people. I don't know what view you're getting of me right now. Hang on. I'm walking around minding my own business. See how that worked? So I'm going to ask these spurgs, what was the reason you felt the need to participate in the world's largest PSYOP? The best one, shout out to the dark arts, by the way. You guys are freaking, I thought you were slacking. This must be the higher up dark arts. See how that, higher up the alphabet chain. See how that worked? They pulled off the best. None of us Spurgs, even Richie, none of us. I don't think Monica ever even guesses. We're real good at guessing what they're gonna do by the patterns, but nobody saw the row your boat doohickey coming. See how that worked? So now you got retards hitting the streets. Either side, you're retarded. Is my point. You're being tricked. And I could solve this. This is why INFJ. By the way, if you look into throughout history, when garbage like this starts happening in history, you can't see my hands. You should be seeing my hands. I'm about to fall off this chair. When this happens in history, there's these weird fuckers that surf it. They're always quiet. This is why I'm seeing another INFJ. Well, I only know one other channel that's a true INFJ that I could believe. Because see, you could see it in their eyes, and you could see, by the way, their eyes. Only INFJs, watch this. This is a true story. Only INFJs do a one-eye blink when they go deep. I think it's when they go deep into thought. But I know one personally, and I just saw this other channel, and that broad's doing it too. So either it's just women INFJs, or maybe I do it, but I've watched my own videos, 2,000 of them. I never saw my own eye doing this. And I thought in personal life, because I've been studying this garbage for a year, by the way. I love psychology, I love interrogation technique, all that garbage, because we see we're like human light. According to the books, we're human light, whatever. But anyways, back to the PSYOP garbage. You guys couldn't have picked a better way to divide people to the point where I thought the muzzle, if you wore a muzzle, go after you see the finger. Then, by the way, there's other channel. First 7 seconds out of her mouth, there's a finger in the video. That is the. I'm gonna put a link to this channel. You guys gotta watch. If you like my style of channel, it's because of the way my brain works. This other channel is a female version of how I think. I swear to God, you guys tell me if you go there and then come back. Let me know. I may even show the picture of her, show the figure. Like. 7 seconds into a video, she's doing this already. Like, there's only a few retards like us. Like, that's why I say we're aliens. Like, we're human alien, whatever you call that garbage, or not. Maybe, you know. I still think there's got to be a line to Egypt too. Like, every alien I know looks like they're Egyptian. Like, there's Egyptian bloodline. There's got to be. They're almost always dark hair, dark skin. I know there's a few blonde ones out there, but. Because I know one person that they got blonde hair. That's only one. But the rest, they all look like freaking Indians. Or Egyptians, or whatever you call that, darker skin. And dark complexion, etc. There's something, or not dark complexion, but the dark, it looks Egyptian to me, whatever. This is my own freaking pattern garbage. That may mean nothing. It's just how I see the ones I know. But in the beginning of this video, I'm going to put a link to her video. Watching like the first 30 seconds. It may be a little longer. She goes, you'll see it. Hers is her left eye. So, I'm just, either that or I see, because my veil started lifting about 2 years ago when I got sick. They fought it. But when that happened, maybe that's why my veil blew off and now I could see, like, because they call it spiritual away, whatever that garbage is. But maybe I'm the only one who could see it. Like, you could catch their eye. Like, it's almost like I'm seeing, like I told my friend, I think I told her once. Like, it almost seemed, I thought I was sinking. Like, but I've never done what other people's, like, I've never seen normal people do this, you humans. Like, it's only one eye. So it must be the way it's connecting when you're pulling up your subconscious somehow. Like, it must be like the trigger point when it's coming. Like, when that information is going to vomit out of your soul, I wonder if you're shorting out. And it's not a tick either, by the way. It's so fast, nobody's noticing it. I'm the only Spurg that's going to see it. But now that I told you, Watch. Only INFJs do this blink. It's one eye. In my friend's eye, it's her right eye. But I thought it was because I always tell people I see fractally. I see like in photographs almost. Like pictures taken real fast. Which would be a movie. See how that works? Because I'm not a doctor. I don't know the technical term. But the technical term is a movie. But I could slow that movie down in the fractals. See how that, or fraction. In the frames. Whatever you call it. And when I do that, I thought I was catching just the blink. Because it's not a lying blink. Lying is they close it for a long period of time. You're hiding. It's not that. I know body language very well, or don't. Just naturally, besides training. But it's not that. It's not deceit. Like, this is one thing with your INFJ characters. This is how you can tell if they're tricking you. Like, a lot of these channels are BS alert. They're trying to hook up onto a, what do you call it, a trend or whatever to grow. If they're trying to make money, they're out. Like, that's how garbage. Now, you're going to find out, INFJ, that you have to still monitor. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in neutral. So donate the money to your neighborhood rice pantry or whatever, because that's coming. Do whatever. You're gonna, because you're not going to accept the money anyways. I just might guess. But, and I was saying before, in history, when all these collapses happen, for example, or there's famine, or there's, and usually it has to do when you're being oppressed. When because we hate bullies, even though we get bullied ourselves on purpose, it seems like. We'll take the hit to keep everybody else from getting hurt. It's almost like you're taking the flag. So people call that a martyr, but we're not doing it on purpose. You're just doing it to help side whatever your fellow. The room, like the temperature of the room is what you're doing. But then as you get older, that's a young idea. But you get very, see, the anger comes out because you just get sick of people not understand what you're saying. Anyways, back to these laws. I didn't want to make this INFJ hour, but what are the odds that they took 2 cases within 24 hours? One means the the metal protecting laws are changing. Like that's from this day forward, that day forward. Like everything's banned. All those restrictions are going to be thrown out in court. Because the court ruled you must base it on the time they said, like in the 1700s. Time frame. You can't keep changing the goalposts is what they're saying. This is what guys do to women. I don't know what women do to women, but guys do this to women all the time in the domestic violence circles. See how that works? You always keep the carrot far enough away. You see me? The broad can never catch it. See how that works? You do X, Y, Z and behave, and then I'll get you X, Y, or X. Sorry, ran out of money. Sorry, this came up. Sorry, that came up. Sorry, you didn't cook dinner. I had a guy take a woman. We had to charge her with attempted murder. Like, because he came home and dinner this week, she cooked some shitty spaghetti too. I can understand why he was upset. He worked all day or whatever, but he's a narcissist prick. Possibly a psychopath, but because once they get to the violent hands-on, it starts going to another. You could be a couple other things mixed. Narcissism, everybody has narcissism, but when you're practicing it to a point where you're literally choking a girl to death with a can of Raid, under the bathroom sink, by the way. That's based on true events. The screams were so loud that people really called the police. Like, usually they mind their own business. Like, when you're a woman screaming bloody murder, nobody called. But if they shoot off fireworks around the 4th of July, you'll get 1,000 calls. There's a bottle rocket going off, but a woman, I can tell you tons of these stories. Their necks get cut right in the middle of courtyards, by the way, in a condo, or apartment buildings. Like, in the courtyard, women for a half hour scream. It's another case. Screaming, and it's summertime, windows are open, nobody gave a fuck. But that same night, hey, there's a kid out there with one of them sprinklers, or sparklers, whatever. This is why humans are retarded, and this is why societies collapse every 250 years. And then big germs, the real germs come around like every 2,500 years or 500 years. Like, nature is very simple, by the way. It doesn't give a shit about your laws. It doesn't care about math. It doesn't care what you believe. It just is, because magnetism is like in pressure and all that garbage. That's all life is. It's that simple. But I'll do a video on that too. But what are the odds that you got 2 polar opposites metal detector people, which aren't going to do no wrong. You don't see them going and doing all these doohickeys. Like, so whatever, they think they're going to gaslight the people on that half, which they did. Then, worse yet, the best, like I said, shout out to the dark arts. This abortion garbage is the best of all time that I could even in the Bible garbage. Like, this has got to be at the top of how you just split the fuck out of people. Because here, picture this. You're at a party. Like, I could say from the sticky assholes. Like, we get invited to a wedding. Well, they ask you, these assholes ask you, are you V'd up? This is going to be the letter V. See how that works? Sign language. Then you go, you know what, I'm out. I'm not going to your garbage because, one, you shouldn't be asking. Number one, I'm not afraid to tell you, go fuck yourself because I'm not. But, again, that's rare. See how that works? If you think the V'd up retards with this mental garbage was bad, and the mass psychosis, mass formation psychosis is happening, by the way. I'm going to do a video. I got tons of clips on what's happening around that you're not paying attention to. When you go to a funk, they're going to invite you. I got a wedding to go to, but you must answer 2 questions. Are you V'd up? You got to wear or not wear a muzzle when the money pox comes around. That's coming, or whatever they're going to roll out. That didn't work, so they're going to roll out. See, the real one is in a book called Dark Winter. Read that one. Google that word, Dark Winter, like in U.S. Army, and read about it. And read what germ it was. Because that's going to be the second thing that the robot said the other day in the office up there. Like, he said there's a second one coming. Like, it's not going to be the money pox. Money pox may go around just to get rid of cash. See how they fuck with you? This is called signs and symbols. Sorry, I'm not walking around. My legs hurt today right now. Like they're burned out. From all this fucking garbage. Learn how to be Little House on the Prairie. See how that works? By the way, your DNA must have memory from the caveman days. I'm not joking, man. Because this shit just comes on to you. Like, alright, I got chickens. See how that works? And we got this. We just make it work. I never grew potatoes in my fucking life. See how this works? But I'll tell you what, if this experiment I'm doing, real life, just like they're doing to us, works, then I know I could at least get some potatoes in an emergency. See, that's like buying car insurance, but I'm an asshole because you're now a prepper. No, you're not. This is called survival. See how that works? Because if gas doesn't go back down to $2 a gallon, whatever it was a year ago, like, and it goes to 8, you're not going to ever get semis delivered, except if they do it at a loss. And if they do it at a loss, you're still paying for it. Because you're going to have to go to a clinic, or whatever you call those things, those trailers, to get your food. Because if you don't have your other requirements, then you can't leave. See how that works? But what are the odds that they did both of these in 24 hours? And now, oh, my point is, hang on, let me get to my point. So you go to a party and they go, are you, before you could even show up, do you believe in this new garbage? Either the letter A, I'll do it this way, A, even though it's this, but whatever, you're not going to know. Upside down V, we'll call it. Do you believe, look at my chicken, sees in the empty potatoes. See, she knows to check for bugs. Look at this garbage. She's looking, because there's some dead grass down there. See, there's one worm. Watch my chicken. This is one of my chicks. See how that wags in this chick segment starts right now. So if they couldn't have found a more emotional hot button in history than half the country probably divided. I bet you it's half. Everything's half because they know that. Otherwise they wouldn't waste their time. So if half the country is for the A and the other one's against the A based on whatever reason, you can pick religion, whatever you want, and the other one's going to say it's my body, my right, they're calling, or something. My decision, they're calling, because they know we're going to, Spurs are going to go after you. Say my body, my choice one time, you cowards. Like, you, oh, I posted that today. What's the definition of hypocrites? See how that works? And then I posted them doing their doohickey. See how that works? Because you're hypocrites. Where were all these people when they were telling you to wear a sex shame muzzle? Where were all these people when they were forcing you to quit your job or get fired because you didn't have a choice? See how that worked? But you still did. See, like Chicago PD right now, like 1,600 cops just got an exemption from the mayor. See how that works? Because they said, go fuck yourself. My body, my choice, for real. Because they got balls. See how that works? The ones that are left. Look at my chicken hiding in the woods. See how that works? This is why I got no ticks in my yard. True story. Anyways, you all do you. See how that works? Just looking at myself on the camera. Sorry, I was doing selfies of myself with 35mm with my freaking extension lenses on there. Like, look at all those chickens. They look like dinosaurs over there. Look at this garbage. Hang on. Doo-doo, doo-doo. The one looks like a real hawk too. Look at it. I'm gonna sneak up on him. What? We are in the jungle of wags. See how that works? This is the show called Wags and his chicks. See how that works? Hi, Mama. These are young ones. These are juvenile. That one looks like a hawk. Hi, little hawk chickens. Look at this. You look like chicken. Or you look like hawks. They're just going to go in their house. See how that works? Look at, there's a whole bunch in there. Look at this. Is the kids' playroom. Look at this garbage. They're eating spiders. Check it out. Spider Patrol. Look at this guy. They're getting the big fuckers too. Look at this. This is Wags chicks taking care of spiders. Look at this garbage. Another one outside. This looks like a freaking video game where you're on the post. You go outside. Oh, look out. Who's out there? Ah! See, that one's too stupid to come in and eat the spiders. Or he's smart. He's got you idiots. You only got one spider for all of you. I'm out here doing my thing. That's me outside. You all eat one spider, I'll go get all the free bugs out here I want. See how that works? Look what just fell. How ironic. And it fell, I swear to God, I didn't do that. It just fell out because of the wind. Oh my, talk about the ether garbage. I think I better end it there. Ooh, that's creepy shit. Let's get the sun in there too. Ooh, my. I hope that's not a sign from the ether. I got some ether theories I'll be coming up with too. But anyways, you tell me the math odds that these happen in 24 hours to divide and conquer again. It's all it is. It's all garbage. This is the greatest show on earth. Rome 2-0.